Hey everybody, welcome back. I've got a quick public service announcement for you today. We're looking at a departure I did yesterday out of Brussels in the 737. Look at the right PFD on the 737. Look at that ghosting. Look how terrible this looks when I start turning the corner here. You can see the 15 is really dragging. I mean, it's almost blurred. It's so bad. And Asobo does this all the time, and I can't tell you how many times, even with all the DLSS videos I've done, how many times they still catch me out. And they've done it again with the latest update they did to the sim, the ARAC update the other day. They have once again reset our DLSS files back to the version 2.4.12, which now is 2 years old. I believe it's from October of 2022. So once again, Asobo has done it. I did a review the other day of their latest driver, 565.9, and I was kind of a little bit unsure of the performance as I was doing that video, and of course now I realize why. Again, they reset this DLSS version. So let's talk about this real quick. So first of all, what is deep learning supersampling? Deep learning supersampling is NVIDIA's AI technology. This is machine learning driven. And what it is, it's an image enhancement and upscaling technology. And what they do is they feed their supercomputers with all this data that they get from programs running, games running, and running on a bunch of different PCs, different setups, and so on and so forth. And what it does, it spits out this file, this DLSS file, which gives you the best performance and graphics that you can get for your RTX graphics card. Now, the important thing to know, one of the important things to know, is this only works with DX12. If you're using DX11, you can go watch something else now. I will say, however, if you've got an RTX graphics card and you're not using DX12, you're missing out. I understand that a lot of people are kind of stuck in the mode that DX11 gives them better performance, but realistically, if you're using DX12 and you're using it correctly with DLSS, the best DLSS file, you're going to get much better performance and graphics than you would in DX11. And the key part of getting the most out of DLSS is using the correct file. As I mentioned earlier, whenever Microsoft and Asobo update the sim, they roll back your DLSS file if you've updated it manually. So if you've watched any of my previous videos on updating your DLSS file and you've updated the file, anytime there's a sim update, a world update, even some of these random small updates that you'll see every once in a while, 500, just a tiny little update, ARAC updates, which is what caused this, and it's going to roll it back to 2.4.12, which is the version from October of 2022, and you're going to see your performance drop off like I did. So how do we update the DLSS file, and how do you check to see which version that you have? It's very, very simple. So how do you update your DLSS file or check which version you have? There's this beautiful, beautiful program called DLSS Swapper. I'll put a link in the description so that you can download the program. And when you download and open the program, there's a main page here that shows you all of the games that you have that use DLSS. Now, in my case, it's only Microsoft Flight Simulator. And you'll see the version number here that's being used. In my case right now, it's using 3.7.10, and that's because I updated the file earlier today, but I rolled it back to 3.7.10 so I could show you how to update it. The latest version is 3.7.20. So if you need to update the program, what you do is click here on the game, and it's going to show you all the different versions that are available. You simply click on 3.7.20 and click swap, and it's updated. Simple as that. Now, when you click on the game program, the game icon there, and it shows you all the different versions that are available, if you see a down arrow next to the version number, like the one here, 3.1.13, that means you need to download that version in order to be able to use it. So to download it, you come here to the library on the left, In that case, I think it was 3.1.13. And all you do is click on the down arrow and it will download that version of the DLSS file. Now you come back here to your game library, you click on that, and you can see 3.7.13 is available. If you go to update your DLSS file and you get an error, there's this, I'll show you the error, what it says. It'll show this, error, unable to swap DLSS DLL as zip was invalid. If you get that error, what you need to do, come here to the library with all the different versions, delete the version that you want to use that you've already downloaded. Just click there on delete, click delete, re-download that version, come back here, click on the game icon, click on the version you want, and click swap. So that will fix that for you. Once again, this only works with DX12. And again, as many times as I have done this, Asobo and Microsoft keep catching me. They keep catching me off guard, and I keep forgetting about this. So make sure if you're using DX12, check the version number and make sure you've got the latest version, because if you haven't, I can almost guarantee you that they've rolled it back and your performance will hurt because of it. My performance on version 2.4.12 the last couple days when I was flying was terrible, absolutely terrible. So make sure you update this file and you'll be good to go. I hope you guys are doing well, and we'll talk soon.